Hello, is it me you're looking for? Work with me. You're going to be working with me today. I'm going to do a bunch of work today. I wanted this to be higher up because I want you to see the laptop. Let's see how this works. Let's see how we can do this. You're just going to be working with me today. I'll be talking about different things relating to making money online, but I'm mostly just going to be working with me. Laptop here. It seems to be too low. First thing I need to do is I need to do my things to do. I'm really behind. Really behind on my things to do today. So I'm doing 30 days of live streams. Today is day 9. I'm so happy that I've managed to I'm so happy that I've managed to get to day 9. Yesterday I almost did not stream. I ended up doing my first stream. Well, I ended up doing my stream at 10 o'clock in the evening yesterday, and it's supposed to be 3:45 and 8 p.m. 8:45 p.m. Gulf Standard Time every day. But the bare minimum I'm supposed to do is stream once. So right now I'm writing an ebook called Create Regardless. And it's about building a creative, fulfilling, profitable and creative life. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing that today. And this Create Regardless is actually a brand that I'm building. Ebook. Before I start every single work session, I like to write out some affirmations and do a little bit of a 5-minute meditation session before I start working. I'm starting work today very late at 2:25 p.m. Gulf Standard Time. And the thing is, working for yourself allows you to make your own hours. So I'm going to be working for about 6, I'm going to say 7 hours today. I'm going to do a 7-hour work session, not straight. Obviously, I'm going to be getting up and taking breaks and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be doing a 7-hour work session. That's for tomorrow. I'm actually thinking about doing a 10,000 word challenge today. I was thinking about doing it and I chickened out because I have other things I need to do. I'm thinking about doing this 10,000 word challenge. Should I? At one point I did 100,000 words in 3 days challenge, and it was really hard, but I managed to get it done. I'm going to be doing about 5 articles today. So I've got my notebook, I've written my things to do, I've got a lot to do today. I'm thinking about doing a 10,000 word challenge. I'm really thinking about doing a 10,000 word challenge because I've got a lot of writing to do today, and I think a 10,000 word challenge might push me to just get it done. Anyway, before I start my work session, I'm going to do a bunch of affirmations, but I'm going to type them out. Sometimes I like to write them out, but I feel like I want to type them out, type them out. And as time goes on through this stream, I'm going to be giving a few tips about building digital businesses. I'll talk to you about the articles that I'm writing. I will talk to you about the ebook that I'm writing at the moment as well, and just giving you some encouragement about building a digital business. Right now, I'm just writing out my affirmations. I like to write my affirmations out because it gives me some kind of boost, and I start my work with positive energy. I might do a 10,000 word affirmations challenge on my other channel. So typing out my affirmations, 10,000 words of affirmations. So not 10,000 times, 10,000 words of affirmations. So I usually like to do about 10 minutes of these affirmations before I get into things, and then a sort of 5-minute meditation. The key to success in life is repetition, consistency. That's repetition. Consistency is essentially repetition, because you're going to be doing the same thing over and over and over and over again for a period of time. And that can be affirmations, that can be creating content. I like to do my affirmations robotic affirmations every single day. I repeat affirmations every single day. And I publish at least 2 articles a day, or 2 pieces of content a day. It's without fail. It's not an option. Okay. No, I can actually. Okay, I'm done with my quick affirmation session, just writing out affirmations or typing it out. Done with that. And now, now I'm going to start with the things I have to do on my list. I'm not going to start writing my articles yet. I'm not going to start writing the book yet. I need to send a few emails first. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to pull this down because I feel like I need to be... I'm going to turn it. Throw it in its like this. Okay. Let's get on with this. I need to start sending out some emails. So like I was saying before, consistency is the name of the game. You hear this a lot, and it's kind of annoying to hear it because you feel like, okay, I need to work ridiculously hard all the time. So in a sec, I'm gonna do a 25-minute. In a second, I'm gonna do a 25-minute session. So I'll do a Pomodoro session, which is 25 minutes straight. 25 minutes straight. I'm gonna do that in a second. Right now, I'm just sending out a few emails. So I want to make sure that I get those done before I do my 25-minute session. Okay. I haven't started my 25-minute Pomodoro yet, so I'm going to just have a quick chat with you about something relating to making more money, and then I'll jump onto my 25-minute Pomodoro. So I want to talk about why identity shapes reality more than goals. These days I don't use the word goal, I use the word decision. So when I want to manifest something or achieve something, I make a decision and I say, right, I'm deciding that I am going to make this amount of money, and that is the end of it. There's no ands, ifs or buts about it. There's no questioning, there's no wavering. That is the end of it. I'm making $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month or whatever it is. So I'm stepping into the identity of that person who makes that money. So stop chasing outcomes and start anchoring into who you are. I'm going to talk about why shifting your self-concept is the most sustainable way to transform your life. So, have you ever felt like you're just so frustrated, running on a treadmill, never actually really achieving anything significant, and you set a goal perhaps to save a certain amount of money or hit a specific fitness milestone or find a partner, and you push yourself with everything you have and you see no results? You use willpower, you track your progress daily, and you obsess over the when, like when is it going to happen? But then life gets in the way and you miss a day, you feel like a failure, and suddenly that goal feels miles away again and you just crash and just quit. This is something that happens a lot when people are using goal-based manifestation. So when we focus entirely on the outcome, we are often operating from a place of lack. So we're telling ourselves that we aren't there yet, that we aren't good enough yet, and that our happiness is parked somewhere in the future. What if there was a better way of doing things? A more grounded way? Instead of setting a rigid goal, hoping the world changes for you, what if you focus on changing the person who experiences that world? This is a shift from goal setting to identity shifting. Identity practice. It's the realization that your reality doesn't change because you want it to. It changes because you have changed. So think about it like this: outside in versus inside out. This is the identity shift. So most of us are taught that we need to live from the outside in. The outside in, we look at our current bank account, our current relationships, our current health, and we let those facts dictate who we are. If the bank account is low, we decide we are struggling. If we are single, we decide we are unwanted or unlovable. But with identity-based manifestation, you flip the script. It asks you to live from the inside out. It suggests that your external reality is actually a lagging indicator of your internal self-concept. So identity-based manifestation, is different. Think of it like a thermostat. If a room is set to 68 degrees and someone opens a door on a hot day, the temperature might rise briefly, but the thermostat will eventually kick in and pull the room back to its setting. So your identity is your internal thermostat. You can hustle your way to win, but if your identity hasn't shifted to match that win, you will eventually find a way to return to your old setting and return to old habits. That's the reason why people find it extremely hard to build profitable digital businesses, because they haven't shifted into the identity of the person who makes that $20,000 a month or $100,000 a month or $50,000 a month. They are operating from their old identity. And so instead of you understanding how you're supposed to behave according to the type of person that is going to make this kind of money, you end up just behaving the same way and expecting things to change. It's just like doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. So if you want to change your income, you need to change yourself. It's that simple. You cannot change your income with the same habits and the same routine and the same daily practices and actions. You cannot change your habits you cannot change your income like that. To change your income, you need to change your habits. You need to almost change your personality. It is what it is. It's difficult to accept it because most people are so stuck in their old ways and they're comfortable with their old persona and old behavioural patterns. But you can't bring that person with you. You have to shift into a completely different person. So I'm going to talk about this before I move on to my 25 minutes Pomodoro session. I'm going to talk about the power of the self-concept, and then I will talk about something else after my Pomodoro. So your self-concept is the collection of beliefs you hold about yourself. It includes the I ams that you repeat without thinking. For example, I'm a morning person. This is just an example. I'm bad with technology. I'm someone who always struggles to lose weight. These aren't just thoughts, they are the blueprints for your behaviour. So your brain is wired to seek consistency. So if you believe that you are bad with money, your brain will subconsciously look for ways to prove you're right, like making an impulsive purchase or ignoring your bills. Research into neuroplasticity shows that our brains are constantly reshaping based on our repeated thoughts and actions. That's the reason why affirmations work really well. And I'm always going to be an advocate of affirmations and how important they are in terms of shaping your brain, shaping your identity, changing the way you act, think and feel, and changing the way you perceive the world and perceive yourself. So when you practice a new identity, you aren't just wishing, you are literally building new neural pathways, which is what neuroplasticity actually is. I could go on about this for weeks because it's just so interesting. You are literally building new neural pathways that support the version of you that naturally experiences the results that you want. So there's science behind affirmation. There's science behind repetition. It's not just, people don't just say this because it's fun to say. There's science behind it. There's science behind it. When you repeat something over and over and over again, you're firing new neural pathways. And so you're actually encouraging new brain cells to form. And so if you are aging, for example, and you spend the majority of your time just doing nothing or just watching stuff, but not actually doing something to challenge your brain, often you'll find that your brain declines faster than if you were to actually spend time learning new things, like learning new skills, doing the same thing over and over and over again, something that might be a bit challenging at first, and then you keep doing it and eventually it becomes easier. So an example of this is learning a new language or learning a new instrument. In the beginning, it's really difficult, but as you keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again, you fire new neural pathways, and eventually your brain starts to recognize, okay, this person is a guitar player because they've been doing this for the past 2 years every single day. And so it gets to a point where you don't even have to think about what you're doing because your brain naturally tells you what to do and you don't have to think about it so much, okay? So I'm going to say this. If you want to build a profitable digital business, I'm going to tell you to produce content every single day. I'm going to say for at least 6 months. You do a 30-day challenge first, and then you continue on from there. And you're going to repeat affirmations every single day without fail. 3 times a day without fail. It should become part of your life. It becomes a lifestyle. This is something that you're not going to do once in a while. You are going to do it at like clockwork every single day. It's not an option. Affirmations, and so you decide what those affirmations are going to be. Like, depends on what you want. If you're looking for $100,000 a month business, you are going to be saying, I make $100,000 a month, 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 like clockwork. I'm a $100,000 a month content creator. I'm a content creator. I'm a $100,000 a month content creator. I'm a $100,000 a month content creator. You keep saying that over and over again, and you keep working every single day. And we're not talking about hustling, because it doesn't require hustle. People say this, oh, I'm a hustler. You don't need to hustle, actually. You just need to do something. So if you're creating content, you just need to create one piece of content a day, if that's what you can do. Or, no, if that's all you can do. You know, what I'm doing for my 33 Digital Abundance Challenge, I'm on day 16 of the challenge. I'm doing 2 pieces of content a day, and I'm doing my affirmations 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. No wavering. Every single day I'm doing these affirmations. And I know the affirmations that I have 2 affirmations, but they're based on money and based on a specific identity that I'm stepping into, in terms of leveling up my business and building a profitable tech company out here in the UAE. And so that's what my affirmations are based on: certain amount of money and building a tech company in the UAE. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this. I have this article that I've written about this particular topic: why identity shapes reality more than goals. And I'm going to go back to sending out these emails. And then I'll do my 25 minutes Pomodoro session. I'm actually going to do another live stream tonight. I'm going to do, most likely it will be a faceless one, and it will just be talking about a specific topic like I did yesterday. Okay. All I'm doing now is sending out emails. It's getting late. It's 3:10 p.m. where I am, and I really want to just get this stuff out there. going to take a break after I've done these emails, and then I'm going to come back and do 25 minutes of straight work. I started my work day really late today, really late. It's 3 o'clock where I am. I have to change this. Two more minutes of emails. Oh, sending out emails is not fun. It really isn't. Okay. So I'm going to take a short break. And then I'm going to come back and do 25 minutes. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, so once I've done this, I've been sitting down for a while, so I need to get up. the way you can see that I'm on Discord. I've got several Discord groups. I have, let me count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 Discord groups. One is for my 33 Abundance Challenge. One is for the Elite Gold Tasks Club, where you can earn between $300 and $2,000 per task batch. One is for the Remote Video Creator Club. One is for the Money Club, which is small tasks that you can get paid for. One is for the Remote Task Club for women. One is for Manifest Everything Always. One is for remote work for Africans. One is for Content Curation University, which is a course that I've created, and it provides you with tasks as well, to paid tasks. One is for Turbo Club, which is a higher version of normal remote tasks. One is for Passive Income Circle. One is for remote tasks, the normal one. So I've got 12. I have 12, which is cool. So I'm gonna take a break from the live in a minute. In terms of a face live, not like one of those kind of lives where you're on OBS and you're just doing some kind of loop. This is probably going to be my longest live that I've ever done on here. I'm probably going to go into this evening with my other channel. I want to grab a coffee. There's a bunch of things that I want to do. Let me just do this quick post on I might even jump off the live and come back on again soon. I just want to make this post on a passive income group. If you're someone who wants to build a digital income, active or passive, then you can check out the links in my bio, or you can drop me an email at intrigue, the word intrigue, INTRIGUE, intriguework@gmail.com. Is it possible for me to jump into the live on my laptop? I think I can actually chat on my laptop, so I can put my email in there. I think I can even do links. Can't seem to see my page. I'm thinking about doing a robotic affirming session. Later. Don't know. Before I do my 25 minutes, I'm going to take a break. if I can actually put links. Hmm. There's this lady on YouTube, her name is Hot High Priestess. And I don't know what it is about her channel, but I just can't stop watching her content, even though what she's talking about is like quite basic. I don't know what it is, but I just can't stop watching her content. Let me see if I can actually put links in this. I can't even tell if I can. Don't know if I can. Seeing if I can, if this actually links clickable. Don't think it is clickable. I think you have to copy and paste it, but you have to be on your laptop, I think, to copy and paste the link. I don't know why they don't allow you to put links. Wow, I'm looking at myself, Yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm going to take a break and then I'll jump into my 25 minutes Pomodoro. I've sent out all the emails now. take a break. I'll take a break from the live and I'll come back to do my 25 minutes of writing. And then I'm going to keep going for as long as I can, and then we'll take it from there. Done that. Still need to do that. I'm going to take a break, and then I'll come back and do my 25 minutes. So, yeah. think it's the longest. I'm on 106 minutes, which is, what's that? 1 hour and 40 minutes. And how people do 12-hour streams. What they're doing, jumping up and down and screaming and all that. I think that's what they're doing, isn't it? Like, there's one guy who all he does is like, he's like sweating and he's constantly just going, come into the stream, come into the stream. I don't think that works on YouTube. I think that's good for TikTok and like TikTok, isn't it? But I think YouTube isn't like people screaming and jumping up and down. Or, but I think Asher Speed does all that screaming and jumping up and down on YouTube. I've been saying that I'm going to do a 25-minute Pomodoro, and I haven't done it. I think I might do it. I think I'm going to use my friend's, I can't remember the name of the YouTube channel. I really love listening to binaural beats. I like listening to theta waves, but I don't want to listen to theta waves now because it's just going to make me fall asleep, which I don't want. So I'm just going to do I don't know why. This is doing this. I'm going to do 25 minutes in a minute. I just need to get these reports out and then I can actually do some work, real work. It's funny because I have an assistant and my assistant, she only works part-time. So she works from 8 till 1 p.m. every single day. And after that, I'm on my own. After that, I'm on my own. This is probably the most unproductive I've been in about 2 weeks in terms of waking up late and actually starting work late. Not good. I think I might do 2 cycles of Pomodoros, 25 minutes, and I will go off the stream and do some other stuff because I've got another stream to do for a different channel. I'm probably going to do, that stream is probably going to be me doing my robotic affirmations for the whole stream. Hmm. Right, made a mistake there. Yeah, the other day I watched a stream and the woman was like sleeping the entire thing, and people were watching. It was about 100 people on the stream just watching her sleep, but I didn't really get it. I mean, what's the purpose of watching someone? I think to like watch someone eat is quite good. We need to get some more water.
We need
Hmm. Still haven't done my Pomodoro because I don't want to do the Pomodoro for this work I'm doing. This work I'm doing is not an article, it's just admin. So I've spent the past 119 minutes literally just doing admin and a bit of affirmations. I've still got a bunch of work to do. My goal was to do this 10,000 word challenge, but I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. For tomorrow's stream. Look at this, it's really cool, isn't it? Toothpicks and then $100 bill. It's funny, I've seen these in so many restaurants out here in the UAE, and I actually bought one for myself. I was like, you know what, let me just get one for myself. It was literally like 1 dirham 50, which is, I don't even know how much that is. I don't even think that's 20 pence. How much is 1 dirham 50? I think it is about, it's about 20 pence. Wow. So that means that those crisps that are 50 vils are literally like 10 pence. Just over 10 pence. I remember in London, I remember in the UK back in the day, they used to have 10 pence crisps. They don't have those anymore. 10 pence crisps. We don't call them, most Africans don't say crisps, by the way, we say crips. Either crips or some people say potato chips. In Ghana they say potato chips, I think. But I used to say crips when I was younger. Crips. The way I'm doing this, it's actually looking like I've got a plait. There's this lady on YouTube and she is a witch, and like she's on live every single day just doing her makeup, and for some reason I find myself watching her lives and I'm not interested in I don't know what's going on, but it just keeps on making mistakes. Okay. Don't you hate it when you make a mistake and you've already turned it into a PDF and you have to now go back and do it again? So frustrating. I just need this to be perfect. 737 documents, activity compensation, blah blah blah. Structural workflow, participation, 20% discount on TV plan option, access to structured workflow, participation, active standing, okay. Activity summary report. Activity summary report PDF. Activity summary report final. Final. Michelle. The time here is 4:33 p.m. and I started work around 2 something, which isn't good at all. This is terrible, actually. Starting work so late is a very bad for productivity, in my opinion. But you know what? That's the beauty of working for yourself, though. You don't have to adhere to any kind of like time frames, unless you have a deadline for something. Other than that, you don't have to. But I'm going to do a 25-minute Pomodoro shortly. I keep saying that, but the reason why I haven't done it is because I don't really like doing Pomodoros just for admin tasks. I only like doing Pomodoros for actual like creative work. When I'm doing admin tasks, I don't like doing Pomodoro because I don't know why, but it doesn't help me get it done faster, to be honest. It doesn't make me feel productive because I don't enjoy doing admin, and so I don't know what it is, but I don't want to do the Pomodoro for that kind of work. I'm going to take a quick break. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll jump back onto the live. Should I leave the sound on? Right, I'm gonna put them on. These are called salad chips, yeah? If you're British and you are a fan of crisps, these taste exactly like Skips. They literally, do they look like Skips? Kind of as well. They call them salad chips, but I don't know what flavour they really are. It says potato and starch based crunchy hot and sour flavour. I mean, Skips are prawn cocktail. I think that's the most popular flavour of Skips, prawn cocktail. These taste exactly like them, but they're, let me tell you how much these cost. So this big bag of crisps, £3.50, which is about 70 pence, less than 70 pence. Not even £1. I love these, and they sell the small ones for like 10 pence. These are fire. And they are made, these are made in Oman. So these are local crisps. Really nice. I was thinking about it today and I was like, should I start streaming on TikTok? I don't know. Well, I was looking at this Aisha Speed world tour stream, no, Africa tour stream, and like, I wonder how much money he spent. I'm sure it was all sponsored. It was probably sponsored. People were literally crying. It's like Michael Jackson level fame. So has he actually got a Fortnite skin, I suspect? Like a real... No one cares. Wow. Ruined. With a fire. Really like... I don't know, but I don't think they sell these in Dubai. I don't think I've seen them in Dubai. I've got so much work to do. And the reason why is I'm a little bit behind because these past few, I would say, past couple of weeks, I haven't been sticking to my schedule. I've been kind of not really on a schedule. I'm doing this challenge, it's day 9 of the challenge and day 16 of my 33 abundance challenge. Is it day 16 or day 17? I can't remember. I literally can't remember. This literally tastes like Ribena. My goodness. If you know about Ribena, if you're from the UK and you know about Ribena, this is a local UAE brand. I don't know if it's made in Dubai or can't really see where it's made. It's made in Al Ain, which is I would say Abu Dhabi. Made in the UAE, this drink, it tastes exactly like Ribena, but they say no added sugar. Well, it's got other stuff in there. I won't say it's the best thing, but it tastes exact. When I want to get a Ribena fix and remind myself of the UK, I get this. They do sell Ribena in UAE though. They sell it. I think an idea for a TikTok stream would be to like be trying UAE snacks. That'd be a really good stream, in there. It'd be fun to watch. In fact, just talking about general stuff to do with digital entrepreneurship. So you'd be like, oh, today I'm trying UAE snacks. You try Dubai chocolate, different things. Obviously, Dubai chocolate is like, it's not really viral anymore. I'm done with my admin tasks for the day. So now I'm going to take a quick break and then I'm going to do my first Pomodoro of the day. But I just need to know exactly what articles I'm going to be doing first and where I'm going to be posting them before I do anything else. Okay. In case you don't understand what I'm doing, right now I am publishing a bunch of articles because I'm promoting my digital abundance challenge e-guides. It's a bundle and it's really powerful methods of building digital abundance. In the beginning of this stream, I was actually reading something, an article about identity shifting, and now I've lost I've lost that article. I can't find it. Wow. Why most affirmations don't work and how to fix that. Affirmations are everywhere in digital income spaces. Say the right words, repeat them daily. Oh, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to post, actually, first, I'm going to put the title here in the Google Sheet. Someone once told me that whistling is rude and you should never whistle as a woman. And I was quite shocked because I've never heard anything like that before. And I think that is just weird, telling someone they shouldn't whistle. Since they said that if you whistle, you're calling in evil spirits. I don't even know where that comes from. But that's what he said. Let me put that on 11. I think I'm going to publish this on Vocal Media. So I write on 2 main platforms at the moment that are not mine, Medium and Vocal Media, and I also write on my blog, my Digital Abundance blog. But today, what is going on here? Today I'm going to be publishing on Vocal Media. I'm going to show you what Vocal Media looks like, because a lot of people don't know what it is. But before I do this, I'm actually going to take a break. I'm actually going to take a real break, but I'm going to copy and paste this article in first. I think tomorrow I'll do the 10,000 word challenge. I think I'll do that tomorrow. What is going on? I've got about 300 YouTube community posts that are already prepared. I just need to copy and paste. Let's get back to vocal media. Put that up. I just need. So the beauty of this is that I have all the articles prepared because my previous team created a bunch of work for me, so I need to put some of those up here, and some of them are for clients. Some of them are for clients. You know, I'm going to read this article to you because it's quite cool. It's about affirmations and why affirmations don't work sometimes, and what you can do to help you, what you can do to make them more effective if you're struggling with affirmations. Okay, let me save the changes. Okay, this one is called Why Affirmations Don't Work. I'm going to read it out. Affirmations are everywhere in digital income spaces. Say the right words, repeat them daily, trust that the mindset will do the rest. Many people try this sincerely, yet notice little change. The words sound good, but behavior stays the same. Confidence rises briefly, then fades. The disconnect does not mean affirmations are useless. It means they are being used without the elements that follow, that allow the brain and nervous system to integrate them. When affirmations stay at the level of language without identity and action support, they struggle to create real change. Affirmations work best when they reinforce who you are becoming, not when they attempt to override how you currently feel. A small amount of insight. I once repeated affirmations about confidence and abundance each morning, and the words felt encouraging, yet I hesitated when it came time to act. I delayed posting, avoided outreach, and second-guessing pricing. This shift came when I changed how I used affirmations. Instead of trying to convince myself I was already confident, I focused on affirmations that supported behaviour. I began affirming that I follow through, that I can handle discomfort, and that I respond calmly to uncertainty. Action became easier, and the affirmation worked because it matched lived experience. Why affirmations fail to create lasting change. So affirmations fail when they create internal conflict. When the words feel disconnected from current identity, the brain resists them. Okay, this is an article that I wrote, but I want to say something. I use robotic affirmations religiously and they work for me. But for this article, I'm talking about people that find it difficult. Because if you're someone who has really struggled with insecurity, trauma, low self-esteem, low self-worth, low self-concept, low confidence, all of that, and you're trying to affirm that you are confident, that you're successful, that all of these things, but yet you can't see them in your 3D reality, it can cause inner conflict, and it can actually cause you to push away the manifestation because you become so stressed out because you don't have it, and then it affects your nervous system, and then it creates this veil of negative energy around you that could affect how quickly your manifestation comes in. So if you are really struggling with that, then you need to find other ways to say your affirmations instead of just taking the generic affirmations that everyone else says and just hoping that they work, hope for the best, and you keep doing it. If you've been doing it for months and months and months and months and seeing absolutely zero movement, then maybe you need to change the way you do them, and you can use this method instead. So, for example, saying I'm successful while feeling uncertain can increase tension rather than confidence for people that are struggling. The nervous system senses mismatch and flags it as unreliable information. So this creates emotional friction instead of safety for some people. When I'm creating content like this, or I'm writing articles like this, I'm not necessarily saying that that's how I feel now, but at some point I did feel like that. And so I kind of found a way to navigate that by using different types of affirmations. So I would talk about things that reinforce my behaviour in terms of the behaviour that can help you become more confident instead. So the role of identity in affirmation effectiveness. Identity shapes behaviour. Affirmations that align with identity feel supportive, and those that contradict identity might feel forced. So when affirmations reflect small, believable shifts in identity, the brain accepts them more readily. This is why affirmations framed around process work better than outcome-based statements. So, I watched a podcast by Mel Robbins one time, and she talked about how before she starts work every day, she visualizes herself doing the work, and that helps her to feel more grounded and for her to calm her nervous system to sit down and get that work done, because she can see herself visualizing the work. See herself doing the work and being productive. So she's not thinking about, okay, if I do this work, I'm going to make £20,000 or dollars. She's just thinking, I'm going to do the work and I'm going to put in the time and the effort to do the work. So it's all about the input. And so I watched a snippet of one of Tony Robbins' new, I think it's called Unleashed, his new film documentary thing. And he talked about how do you become happy? Like, what does it mean to be happy? Or how do you live a fulfilling life? And he said, progress is the thing that helps you to become happier. So if that's the case, then you need to be creating affirmations that are going to lean into that idea of progression, and they're going to reinforce that idea, of progression. So if you're someone who is building a digital business, but your nervous system feels so out of whack because you're not seeing all the results in the 3D reality yet, and you're really struggling with that conflict and that inner conflict, then you want to be doing affirmations that talk about the fact that you're doing the work. So you can say, I wake up consistently to post one video a day. I wake up consistently to post one video a day. It sounds really weird, but the more you keep saying that, the more you're going to feel uncomfortable when you don't do it. And so once you get to a point where you've done 30 days of videos every single day, or articles, or whatever it is you're doing, it's going to build that confidence. And so from that point, you can start saying affirmations about, I'm a successful content creator, I'm a $20,000 a month creator, I'm a $100,000 a month creator. You can start saying those things because you are speaking from a place of experience. There's evidence to show that, okay, I've managed to do this, I've managed to post every single day, I've managed to do it for 30 days, or even for 5 days, or for 10 days. And so because you managed to do that, you've built up some level of confidence within yourself, and that's evidence to prove that the affirmation, I'm a successful content creator, or I'm a $100,000 a month content creator, or whatever it is that you are saying or want to say, is evidence that you are on your way to that thing. Even though the law of assumption states that it is done, whatever you assume to be true is true, if you're someone that's really been struggling, it's going to be quite difficult to just assume that and just get on with it. This is the reality of it. We're humans, we're not robots. So, you can say whatever you assume to be true is true. For me, I feel like when you say whatever I assume to be true is true, you can refer that to anything. So you can say, I assume that manifesting money is really easy for me. I assume that manifesting money is really easy for me. And so it gets to a point that you do start seeing money coming in all the time because you've assumed that is true, and that is the case. I manifest money really easily. I make money really easily. I make I make $20,000 a month very, very easily. It's not difficult for me. If I say affirmations, affirmations help me with my manifestation every single time. I manifest with speed when I affirm. So when you're saying that you manifest with speed when you affirm, you will manifest with speed over time. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I'm going to go off and I'm going to talk about, when I get back, I'll quickly talk about the neuroscience behind affirmation resistance. And then when I've done that, I'm going to do my first 25 minutes. Oh, goodness, it's 150 minutes and I still haven't done my 25 minutes. I think I'm going to just do one 25-minute cycle and then I'm going to come off the stream. And then in the evening, I'm going to do, well, later on in the evening, I'm going to do a stream where I am I'm not going to be showing my face, and I'll just do like a how-to type of article. I'll read out a how-to article, or I'll talk about something specific. I might even go through this one actually. Affirmations. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because there are a lot of articles that I do have up, that I do have posted, that I could just talk about again, because I've got over 2,000 articles on Medium, and I feel like those articles are not being used. They're not being utilised because they're just sitting there gathering dust. Whereas I could be actually utilising them by creating videos, creating audio pieces, doing podcast episodes, creating ebooks for each article. I could be using them for live stream topics. Like, there's just so many things I could be doing with those articles instead of leaving them sitting there gathering dust. Anyway, I'm gonna just go on a quick break and then I'll come back and do my 25 minutes. So I'm about to jump on my 25 minutes. I'm going to do my 25 minutes, and then I'm gonna close off the stream. I've already done 167 minutes. But she's like, how many hours is that? Two hours. Two hours and 47 minutes. So I'd have gone over, I'd have done a 3-hour stream for the first time. So I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to set a timer. Online timer. I'm going to set it for 25 minutes. Let's go. So I've got a timer, 25 minutes. And I'm going to do this work for 25 minutes. Okay. Something else I need to do. I need to add stripe to pay. Let's see. Red link.
At GoDaddy, we know your website is the center of your...
That is not what I wanted to do actually. Wow, this is not working. 12 minutes left. 12 minutes 49 left of this work session, and then I am going to you know what? I'm going to actually hmm. Oh. Don't know who. I don't know who wrote this piece. Activities that are before conscious manifestation attracts opportunities of love. Hmm. I think I might do this one. looks like we're done. This timer went off and I didn't even know that it was going off. I didn't even see it going off. Strange, but true. Okay, I'm done for the day, for this work, for this specific work session. It's 5:44 p.m. Gulf Standard Time, and I'm signing out. If you are someone who wants to build a digital income, either active or passive, you can send me an email. I have my email address in my bio. Also, if you're interested in remote tasks, and you can join my remote tasks club, which is a Discord group. It's a paid Discord group, and you get access to training, paid tasks, and co-working, and just community and all of that jazz. And lots of other opportunities will come along with that as well. What else? Link for the remote tasks is in the bio. If you go there and you want to ask some questions before you join, then just send me an email. I have my email in the bio as well. So I'm going to leave that here. I actually will have another stream tonight at around 8:45 p.m. and that's going to be a faceless one where I'm just talking about a specific topic relating to digital income or identity shifting and mindset training, depending on which I decide to do for today. But I'm going to leave this here, and thank you for sticking with me through this. It's been pretty much a 3-hour stream, I think. This is the longest stream I've actually ever done. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.